Okay. Booker update. Booker goes into surgery today. So we should have a much better idea about what's going on later today. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, FOB definitely looks better. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, that's a bomb. Yeah. Actually looks a little, maybe a little fish-eyed now? Maybe not. Tough. What do you guys think? It's like right on the edge of being fish-eyed. And I tell you, the open world repair bot thing just...
Get the damn fish.
I so don't feel that. I think it could have been so much better. So much better, betterly designed. Let's say betterly. Okay. We've got a long way to go. Let's get moving. I'll get the damn fish. Yeah, I think we're gonna turn it down just a bit. Hopefully there's like a 95. Let me see. Save it.
Saving data.
This is the 100 option. Let's try popping it on the... There's only a 90 option? Really? It goes from 90 to 100? Let's try 90. It was like a 95 or something, but let's try this. Is it really open world? I'd call it semi-open world. I mean, the first like 4 hours of the game are on our corridor, so with some light side stuff. But the game absolutely opens up. The game absolutely opens up. It's not open world levels of open up, but there's a very large world. The problem is that they put in this cool big open world, but the systems they use are just not that enjoyable from an open world perspective. Like one of the cool things about open world games, in my opinion, is when you're like constantly moving through it and like progressing through it. Like you get to an area, you know, you kill all the enemies or you take over the you know, a tower or a camp or something, and then at least you feel like you've made some progress there. But the problem with this game is the way that it works with the respawning makes it feel like a chore. It also makes it feel like the second you leave an area, it's going to be exactly like you left it. So it's the open world aspects of this game are very unfulfilling. They're very unfulfilling. Everything rebuilds so quickly, and even like while you're fighting, like it just could have been done in a much more engaging and interesting way, I feel. And it makes the open world feel more like a chore than like an interesting world to kind of move through, conquer, and explore. Like imagine if we could take over these things, if we could hack these so they'd never work. So you get to an area and you hack that so robots can't repair themselves. And then you kill all the enemies and get a breather to loot everything. Like it could have been so much cooler.
Trust me, the preparations are well underway.
Thanks, baby.
There will be surprises, dog. You turned Larissa against me, bitch. She doesn't return my calls.
Yeah, you're breaking my heart. I don't give two wet farts about your relationship. Charles, can you trace the call? Where is that shit stain?
The signal's coming from the Plisetskaya Theater.
A theater? Right here in the facility? What a clown.
It's a theater, Comrade Major, not a circus. Marking the waypoint.
Whatever. I won't let that traitor get away from me again.
There we go. Maybe it's a higher difficulty thing, like lower difficulties, they don't respawn? No, it's not how it works. It's a game mechanics thing. It's not a difficulty thing. What's my out of 10 overall? I don't really do out of 10s, but my current thoughts on the game are it's a very janky mixed bag. There's things about it I really like, and there's things about it that I really don't.
So, what will it be,
also,
Major?
I have to say a big part of a game like this is the story. And if the story is going where I think it is, then there's going to be no real denying that it's basically just a giant ripoff of BioShock. Which, you know, don't get me wrong, like there's a part of that which is nice as an homage, but I feel like when you're trying to you're trying in a lot of ways to be a modern version of something, I feel like you need to really improve on that loop. And if the story's going where I think it is, and that is that our character's like a sleeper agent for the big bad guy, and we don't know it the whole time, and he's got control of us, basically just like in BioShock, similar to BioShock, then I'm gonna say it'll be a little disappointing, but we'll see. I'm hoping for some twists and turns, so we'll see. No spoilers, please. I'm very much still working through it. Yeah. Thank you. Go ahead and get health. It's still been fun. I find the combat enjoyable. I like the powers. The weapon upgrade stuff is cool. The best part about the game is the world and art direction. The world and art direction is just awesome. It is phenomenal. It's you know, if I were to give it a score, it'd be like 9.5 out of 10. And for the record, that's made it worth it. Like I love seeing interesting new worlds in games, and I can put up with everything else to enjoy them. And that's what I've been doing. It's made it very enjoyable. Where am I going? There we go. I'm going, this map is also terrible. Map is actually terrible. Is that where we're going? Kind of pointless. Which again, that's the last thing you want from an open world. You don't want the player to at any point feel like the open world is pointless. That's when you've lost them on wanting to explore the open world. Also, they really need to improve the map system. The map system just needs, and you need to be able to place waypoints. You need to be able to more easily scroll around. It needs to have like off-screen indicators to where main objectives are. Like there's all sorts of things that the world map just needs more love. Fatal Enemy says it makes you just run past enemies because there's no point in killing them except materials. Yeah, exactly. There's no point to like clearing an area because literally 15 minutes later everything's just going to be respawned back. So if you could actually go in and targetedly disable things and permanently bring them down, and like that would give you at least a reason to clear through an area. And then they could go even further and give people bonuses for doing that. So there'd be like this big reason to like crawl through the open world and explore it all and disable it all. And there's just none of that. It just feels like a giant obstacle in your way of getting between A and B.
Authorization. Major Nechayev, codename P3, access granted.
Actually, let me take a look here. Okay. I'll bring one more of these. Okay.
Saving data.
Yeah, I like the dungeons. The dungeons are cool. Those have been a fun part. See, like, check this out. Like for instance, there's my main objective, right? It's right there in front of me on this little island. It doesn't even show on my map that there's a main objective there. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you put an on-screen indicator and not have it be on the map? That's just silly. Why? Anyway. Okay, I'm done. See, there's no point in killing and destroying all these guys because the repair bots are going to fly in and it's just going to be like, you know, a big old thing. Blunt pizza, not yet. We're going to do that whenever I get it in game, which I hope to. Don't spoil it, man. Come on, dude.
Ah, crispy critters. An overgrown dumpling like that almost burned me down back in Forrester Village.
You're now fully on, Comrade Major. We won't be able to enter the theater as long as the belly ash is guarding
so
the entrance.
badass.
We'll be inside in 5 minutes flat. I can't wait to pay that thing back with interest.
God, that music is so good.
Take that, tinhead! Stay down!
And I wish this thing had more life. Abilities to explosive. I don't even have any explosives.
Applause, please.
Not sure this can be called open world. There's some extra places. That's it. But the game is simply linear, as is the plot, as is the locals traveling to. Well, I mean, the world is still large with lots of side stuff. But no, I would not call the game open world. If anything, I'd call it semi-open world, especially when you limit like the first 4 hours to a, you know, standard corridor kind of shooter. So no, I agree. There's limitations there. I need to go down here. Is there like a thing I gotta activate over here or something? If I jump off the side? I mean, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump off the side. This is happening. My HUD is bugged because the FOV changed? What do you mean? Uh-oh. Why? Save the game? Yeah, I need to. Materials floating? Oh, you're saying that stuff's supposed to be above ground? Hold on, no, I think there's just some stairs somewhere. Hold on. There we go. I was gonna say. Oh, now there's a waypoint for the door. Rude.
So what if she's a robot? People have never been nice to me, but she is. The way she looks at me, it's like there's a stream of pure energy in her eyes. And she understands me better than any girl ever has. Anyway, I've made up my mind. I'm proposing to her tomorrow.
What the fuck are you doing here, Vasilich? Are you working here or not?
Shit, I'm coming.
Are you? Okay. Oh, are we going like into the actual... Is this going to be the Sander Cohen portion of the game? I hope so. I hope it's done well.
Charles,
how's Booker? He goes into surgery
can you
today.
track Petrov's whereabouts?
Unfortunately, no. Petrov is no longer broadcasting. I will track him as soon as he does.
Gotcha. That means you won't do it again. That dirty, rotten scumfuck is hiding away in some dark
check out
corner.
my video at
He's gonna sit there and hope the
Cohh.tv/AtomicHeart.
robots kill me before I find him.
I ought to warn you that Petrov knows this theater quite well. He has good reason to hope for such an outcome.
Hope is dangerous. It'll lull him into a false sense of security.
Thanks, First Kate. Did they diagnose what's wrong with the dog? Yeah. Unfortunately, he slipped a disc in his back, so he has to have spinal surgery today. And hopefully, it will go okay.
Give me intel on the theater.
The Maya Plisetskaya Theater was founded at the facility in 1948. It was the first theater in the world to use robots as performers. It is the most famous theater in the Soviet Union, so tickets can be quite hard to come by.
So it's for the rich and powerful.
You have no idea. Before the theater was fully roboticized, party members would order the best ballerinas in the Soviet Union to be transferred here. But after the performers were replaced with robots, it became so successful, it's now easier to get an apartment near the Kremlin than it is to attend a performance here.
Can you tell me anything more useful and less disgusting?
As part of the facility, the theater is without a doubt a scientific establishment. Its artistic vein is melded with commerce, as is the study of robot behavior and human reactions to it. I have no combat-related data.
How does Petrov know this theater so well?
It was one of the areas his activities were focused on before he was declared a traitor.
Thanks, G-Mania. Good to see you.
So, he's a nostalgic puppet master, huh?
He configured and tested the theater's robots, and also programmed and studied the interplay of various crafts. In a certain sense, Collective was born on the stage of this theater.
Isn't Petrov dead? No, they said earlier that like his head could have been removed and put on something else, and I think that's what happened. Yeah.
How'd that prick start working here?
He was recommended by Comrade Stockhausen.
Oh yeah, no wonder. They're both lousy pieces of shit.
Pardon me, but I fail to understand why you put Comrade Stockhausen on the same level as a traitor.
Hang on. How'd Petrov manage to butter up Sechenov? Did that
Wait.
lick-spittle Stockhausen recommend him to the boss too?
Victor Petrov optimized the robot control loading protocols. Data loading speed was tripled. That was when
Are you talking about the main guy, Eternal Jedi?
Petrov to Dr. Sechenov.
Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, the dialogue's terrible. Yeah.
Let's go see what's what.
It's pretty bad. So wait, who plays the main guy in this game? Who is the name? What's the name of the voice actor? It's not me, chat, and it's not you, chat. I'm sorry. It's an unknown guy.
Saving data.
Yeah, I've heard people say it's V from. It sounds like V from Cyberpunk. It sounds like the guy from
Access
Dying Light 2.
granted.
Like, is it somebody we know? It's Dave Mercer. I don't think it's Dave Mercer. Yeah. Good call though. Dave Mercer. Dave! Hey Dave, what's up, buddy? Okay, let's see. I think we might try mass telekinesis. Yeah, let's try this. Cool. Okay.
Your cue, Comrade Major. Are you here to finish me off, dog? Then come on down. I am all yours.
Alexander Lomov. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of him. Hold on. Did I watch the skills video? No, I didn't. No. Is it Chris Pratt? It's probably Chris Pratt. Yeah. It's a me, Chris Pratt. Yeah.
You're like a dog. Your master sticks you on someone and you go right for the throat. Just do it. And do it. Charge.
What is that?
The floor is electrified. It's a trap.
Son of a bitch! I'm still gonna get you!
Hang on, Comrade Major. I'll try to reduce the charge.
I don't care if I got a club. I'm gonna get that motherfucker.
I've reduced the charge. Are you okay, Comrade Major?
Had worse, much worse. He's not getting away from me.
Damn, that was pretty cool. Okay, okay.
Cold shoulder. Welcome to Maya Plesetskaya Robotic Theater, home of the world's first troupe of robotic performers.
Hi.
Hello there.
Buy tickets in advance for our spectacular performance, Heart of the Robot, a Peaceful Atom.
Doesn't seem all that peaceful to me.
Emotional thrill guaranteed. The play features fine humor, epic battles, fantastic special effects, and a touch of
Is this part gonna be
heart-wrenching
sexy?
drama.
Probably. Yeah.
And that's it? No. What a fascinating bunch of horse shit. Later.
Push my button. You can take me as a conversation partner. To talk to me.
Calc Dave, spoilers, shut up!
You've been without a woman for so long, Major. I can tell.
Oh my lord. These ladies.